Hello everybody, and welcome back to Chenango Valley State Park. So today we're going to do an activation from here. Normally, oh wait, this seems vaguely familiar. Like this whole scene looks familiar. I feel like I've been here before. Oh, that's right, I was just here yesterday doing this exact same activation in this exact same spot. I was sitting in this exact same parking spot in this exact same car. So today I've returned to the same park, and I want to do an activation with the exact same setup with one minor change. So we'll talk about what that change is in just a minute. I wanted to come back to this exact spot with this exact setup because I wanted to try something. And I'm honestly not sure if this is going to make a difference or not, but we will find out. So let me grab my hat and my phone. We'll need that. All right, so like I said, we're gonna run the exact same setup today. Sorry for pointing this at the ground and trying to get stuff out of the car. It's easier said than done when you only got one hand and you're kind of looking away from where the camera's looking. But like I said, we're gonna do this exact same thing today with one minor change. You'll see what that change is when we get up to the picnic table, and we'll talk about why I'm doing this. Because like I said, I was literally here yesterday in this exact same spot. Exact same radio, exact same antenna, exact same power levels. Solar conditions haven't really changed much, so that's going to be about exactly the same. I'm going to set you on top of the car here for just a second. Get my hat on. So we'll grab the radio. Like I said, same kit. You're going to see that stuff in the bag is a little different today. I actually have the Elecraft bag in this bag. I didn't yesterday, but today I'm going to make sure I actually latch this the first time around. So there she goes. Lock this thing. All right, so like I said, we're doing this a little differently today. Exact same activation in the exact same spot. I'm hoping nobody parks next to me. There's quite a few open parking spots here, so I'm a little psycho with that. But like I said, we're gonna go back to the exact same place. We'll walk up the same trail. It is gorgeous again today. It's not quite as warm as it was yesterday. Make sure that's locked. See how I am? I'm pretty sure I locked it. I gotta put a battery in this key. There it goes. So we're gonna walk back up the same trail. It is, like I said, it's a little bit cooler today. It's probably, I'm gonna say 65, but it is a beautiful sunny day. Yesterday was a little warmer. It was a little 72-ish maybe, but it was windy and cloudy. It actually started sprinkling a little bit. So today might actually be a little nicer. So we're going to make our way back over to the same exact place we were yesterday. Man, it's nice out here today. I got out of work a little bit earlier today. Tomorrow's a break day. Today was a superintendent's conference day, so we always get out half an hour early the day before breaks, which is kind of a nice perk. So it's, I don't know, someplace between 2:30 and 3 p.m. Yesterday I got here about 3:30. So we'll head back over to where we were. So it's a tiny bit earlier, but like I said, solar conditions are pretty much the same. So it should be fairly comparable. Obviously it's not exact, but like I said, you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. There's no metal detector dude today. All right, there's nobody at my picnic table, which is a good thing. So what I've learned about this camera, I didn't realize it before, but if I try to charge it once it's already on and recording, it won't charge. So what I'm going to do is once we get over to the picnic table here and start getting things set up, I will stop the recording for just a second to plug the battery pack into this, and I'll start recording again. Like I said, I like to do these in one take, but I don't think the camera's going to let me today. So Man, it's like deja vu. I feel like I was just here. All right. So we're back at our usual spot here. Set you guys down. We're going to be running the KX2 again today. However, the seat pad, like I said, I'm making one change today. So yesterday, we ran the AX1 attached directly to the radio. Today, I'm going to run that little camera tripod that I ran at Connecticut Hill a couple weeks back. Yesterday, when I ran with the AX1 attached to the radio, I felt like both my received signal strength and my signal reports, my RSTs, were worse than they were when I ran it on the little tripod on coax. So I'm going to put the camera, I'm going to put the antenna someplace out here a little ways, and we'll run it on that tripod. I feel like I get better both reception and signal reports with the antenna on that little tripod. Now again, I have a pretty small sample size, but I wanted to come back today under similar conditions and see if it was just a fluke or if it really does work better on this. Now, that seems a little weird that it would, because you've got the coax, you'd have loss, but at the same time, that antenna is not going to be so close to me, and I'm wondering if I'm affecting the antenna. So, let me set this back up on the table here. I'm going to attempt to charge this camera without turning it off. If it will charge, I won't have to stop the recording. Well, that was interesting. The camera stopped recording on its own. It actually keeps shutting off, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not a really big fan of this GoPro. I'm only using it because I want to be able to use my phone today for spotting and stuff, and I didn't feel like lugging my second phone around. Hopefully this keeps recording. So like I said, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get our stuff out of our pack here. Again, same radio. Get our log, pencil, need our counterpoises, coax. I don't need the 40-meter counterpoise. Let's see, I need the whip, CW key and cable, and I need the AX1. We're going to go ahead and take that 90-degree off of there, because we're going to pop that on here. All right, so here's our antenna. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera over here. I'm going to set the antenna up kind of out there. Hopefully this ends up in frame. We'll see. So this little tripod's got little extending legs. Get me a little higher up off the ground. I think we'll put the antenna probably right about here, maybe. Coax. So this one I'm going to do pretty quick. I'm going to try to do 10 and done today. I'm not going to stick around very long. I've got other things I need to get done today, so hopefully this will be pretty quick. Coax untangled here. RG316 can be kind of finicky. Bring that up. Right. I can actually get that out a little further. Get it so that it's roughly level. All right, then we need our counterpoises. I'm going to run 2 like I did yesterday and like I did last time in this. I find that more, and everybody knows this, more counterpoises generally is better, so. So this little Elecraft antenna adapter has a little lug on here for ground radials. And like I said, I don't know how much of a difference this is going to make. It could have just been a fluke, but we're going to find out. And again, this is not super scientific. It's a different day, but curious to see what happens. Let's not knock our antenna over. All right. Extend the whip. Okay. Bring you back over here so you can see what we're doing. Try to get everything in frame. Good. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so let me just, I did schedule this. All right, that should be good to go. Let's get our log set up. Should be right here, yes. So we are, today is Pi Day 3/14. We're at kilo 2032. We're going to be on 20 CW. We're going to go call RST, state, time. All right, get our key set up here. So, like I said, exact same setup. So I'm running the Vamatech TP3. Everything's identical. The only difference is I'm running the antenna on that little tripod with a piece of 15-foot chunk of RG316. That's the only thing that's different. I wanted to keep everything else the same so that it was as much an apples to apples comparison as possible. Like I said, it's not perfect, but okay. So we got, yep. All right, so let's, let me make sure the antenna is actually set to 20 meters. I don't know if I switched that back or not. Let's check. And it was not. It was still set to 17 meters. That would have been frustrating. I'd have been sitting there trying to figure out why I couldn't get that antenna to tune. All right, so let's go ahead and fire up the radio. Oh, I forgot I put it on upper sideband yesterday. I was going to try to work a buddy of mine at a park down in North Carolina, but I couldn't hear him. Okay, so let's go frequency 14.055. Sure, why not? Go ahead and tune up. So we're on 14.055. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go up a little bit. There's somebody on 57. We'll go to 59. I want to get away from 55. That's the SKCC calling frequency, and I don't want to tie that up. Nope. Somebody on that. The higher up I get, the more noisy the band gets. Let's go the other direction. I'll try not to be as ham-fisted today as I have been recently too. My sending's been kind of atrocious lately, although my sending tends to be kind of rough. I'm on 14.0515. Okay, I do believe we got a clear frequency. Get the RBN up here. So, where did I put it? Man, band's noisy. Where did I put the RBN? There it is. Okay, so like I said, I did schedule this, so it should go live. Yesterday we had an issue with it, but okay, I think we got a clear frequency. Ready to go. Let's go ahead and call CQ. Again, I'm gonna probably do 10 and done. So 1, 2. So we gotta get down to here. Let's see if we hit the RBN. Okay, we just hit the RBN. This means I should be spotted on Parks in the Air now. Let's take a look. Yep. So we're spotted. Let's see what RBN spots look like. Not fantastic. Looks just like yesterday. I think I know who that was. Pretty sure I know who that was. Let's see if he calls me back. I think that was Sam. There's Aaron. He's actually like a 5'7". I was pretty sure that's who called me earlier, really fast. 219. That's what I expected. Thanks, Sam. Missed one. EVH. So that's 3 right in a row. I don't know if you noticed, but those came in a lot stronger than they did yesterday. I really do think there is something to the antenna being further away from me. Even with this little bitty dinky thing, I think it matters. So we'll see what happens here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that was Sam that came back to me at 8 million words a minute. He said he was going to do that, so. Everybody in the Discord is like, run more power. Ten whole watts, man. Hopefully I don't get skunked here. I mean, Aaron, all 3 of those stations were strong, but I was only a 219 to Sam, so we will see what happens. Oop, there's somebody. What was that? He's not really. I'm not used to his Thanks, Cannon. I'm not used to his new call sign yet. Yep. That's Italy. He faded a little bit. backup I got. This is pretty serious QSB. Thank you, sir. So we got some DX. I'll take it. So we got 5. Yep. So we got Aaron, we got Sam, we got Kanan, we got Italy. I mean, not amazing, but I will take what I'm getting so far. Let me see. Yep. 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 9VV. Yep. There was somebody in there under him. That's why he sent his call again. Somebody was calling under him. That happens sometimes when you can't hear each other. What was that? I think I got that right. He's at a cootie. He was more like a 599. I said he was a 559, I think, but I wasn't really looking at the S meter. It's hard to look at the S meter while you're trying to log. So we need 1, 2, we need 3 more. I'm gonna say so far this works better. Signals are stronger. Signal reports are a little better overall. I got DX, which I didn't get yesterday. Even at 15 meters, I wasn't getting DX. So just from my limited experience, I'm gonna say that antenna works better when it's away from you. I mean, it's still a super big compromise, right? I mean, it's a little bitty loaded coil antenna, but it works. It's hard to argue. Like I said, we need 3 more. I say I'm not getting out real well. I'm getting down south, getting over to Europe, but I'm not getting very far into the US, which is interesting. So we will see what happens. I don't know if you guys could see that on camera or not. There may be a huge glare. I have no idea, but my RBN hits aren't amazing. Still missing dents. Missed one. Gotcha. Take it. It just me or is the cop? Yeah, like the cop sitting over next to my car. That happens sometimes. I'll see what's going on when I get down there. It's park police. He drove through here yesterday too. So we need one more. Like I said, I'll probably button this one up right at 10. I might go for 11, we'll see. But the idea wasn't to get a crazy amount of contacts. The idea was... He's always strong. Yeah, he's always booming in. All right, we'll call CQ one more time. And if we don't get anything, I think we'll button it up. Oop. Bumped my key. Cop's driving up behind me. Oh, he's going the other way. All right, one more CQ, and if we don't get any more calls, we'll button it up. Like I said, I want this one to be relatively quick. Nope, I think that was Jim. No. J. He's strong. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and call QRT. Okay, so turn that guy off. I'm gonna say, based on, so that's a lot of shade right there, a lot of shadow. Between the signal reports I got, we only got 11 in the log, which is okay. I think that's what I got yesterday also, now that I think about it. No, I got a little more. So I think I got 12 yesterday, it doesn't matter. Based on my signal reports, and just the received audio, I mean, I don't know if you were hearing the difference between this. If you watched my last video and you watch this video, if you watch them, especially if you watch it back to back, or even parts of them back to back, I don't expect you to get that bored for 2 hours, but if you watch those back to back, I think you'll see that this antenna definitely works better when it is not right up next to you on the radio. All right. So will I still use it attached to the radio? Absolutely. You know, it's super convenient. I don't have to worry about running out any coax or anything like that. But I do think there's something to be said about getting it a little further away from you. I expect, you know, you'd think with all the coax, you'd get some loss and it would be not quite as efficient, which clearly it shouldn't be, but it definitely works. Now I think what I'm going to do is, I've had middling success with this AX2. I think next time I'm going to run this exact same setup, but instead of running the AX1, I'm going to run that AX2 and see if the same thing holds true. Because this thing's been pretty meh when it comes to activations. I mean, I might work for an hour, hour and a half to get 10 contacts. I'm going to try this next time, I think, on that same tripod with the same exact setup. I may use a different radio. I might, well, no, you know, I'll probably use this, because otherwise I've got to bring an external tuner, unless I run like the G90 or something. But maybe I will run the KX2 again. I was half thinking I might, well, we'll try it maybe, the 705 with the little automatic tuner. And this guy, that might work too. I'll have to play around with that at home and see what happens. But at any rate, like I said, this is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to come back out. Well, this is the main reason I wanted to come back out today, is I was curious if Connecticut Hill was a fluke, or if this really does work better on this tripod. And as far as I can tell, it really does work better on the tripod. So if you've got one of these AX1s, or probably the AX2, and you want to see if you can get it to work a little better, I mean, that little tripod, I don't know, I bought it on Amazon. It was like, I don't know, $6, something like that. It was dirt cheap. You know, it's this little antenna tripod adapter you get from Elecraft. They're not very expensive. You could probably make one yourself. It's just BNC connector, threaded for $1/4 with a little threaded stud on it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You could probably make one super easy. But like I said, this seems to work pretty well. So at any rate, everybody, I appreciate you watching again. Hopefully this one was a little bit informative as far as, you know, what the capabilities of the antenna are in different configurations. Like I said, we're in the exact same place, same time of day, 1 day apart, same radio, same everything was exactly the same. The only difference was I ran the antenna on the tripod with the coax. So everybody, I appreciate everybody hunting me today, and thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody watching, and until the next one, 7-3.